I'm about 15 minutes late, just having some food. I'm probably gonna miss the next one. Probably the next one we'll get is our 5 p.m. because I have an appointment at 3:40. Should be back around 5. Uh, Kind of what we were talking about seemed to have played out. We were looking at, I think, kind of like, yeah, we were talking about a buy up of this candle. I believe this was the candle, yeah. And it seemed to have worked out to the tune of, yeah, about 0.6%. Um, like I said, I didn't really want to take it because wasn't sure that we could get even back to this region, let alone farther. I was thinking maybe like this area or something like that might be our first target-ish area. So did not take this trade, but certainly would have worked out for a couple bucks, I suppose. That's kind of the story of the hour. Nothing else really happened. We just kind of pumped up here. And I guess this is a pullback long entry above this, above 63.3. But I don't really like it just because how much time it took to get here. I think it's more reasonable that we get a second leg down before anything else. This is probably more of a pullback for shorts to re-enter on. And of course, at the high of our we're at the high of our 1 bar trading range, which is our 4-hour outside up bar. So it doesn't really make too much sense to be taking longs up here. I guess if you're still in this from here, probably looking to take some sort of profit and be sidelined for a little bit because you never know what's going to happen next. Bears, who this was a short setup that got printed, but it never filled. So this is kind of like your second chance entry potentially for shorts if they can put in another couple red candles here. And then maybe we can be looking at kind of like a respect of this type of trend line and maybe like a dip to maybe this level or something like that. So this is kind of what we're looking at right now. I know this is actually a pretty quick one. I don't really have much to say about this. We have a nice, decent reversal pattern here on the 15-minute time frame. So I wouldn't expect too much to be happening in terms of breaking above this because this is, kind of its own trading range here. You have kind of a 3-bar range here from this low to this high. And it's near the top of near the top of the larger trading range. So not so eager to just jump into longs right now. I think we're going to wait and get a little bit of a retrace maybe into somewhere like this area. Maybe we see some sort of viable opportunity, but right now just still exercising that patience. Still about an hour and a half, little over an hour and a half until our 4-hour candle gets printed. Why is there drawings on here? Currently it's an inside bar to the upside, so that's not, I mean, it's a pretty small bar, right? So I would think that if we printed like this, there's a short opportunity underneath this bar, even though it is a green bar. Just if we're going to continue to respect the trading range here, the 1-bar trading range, if we don't break above it, I would think that, you just put a short underneath it and then put the stop above this inside bar. Conversely, you can consider taking a long above the inside bar with a stop underneath it and probably looking for a retest of the 64,000 or above area. The only thing to be careful of is if we're going to respect this as a 1-bar trading range, then we're buying pretty much at the top of that trading range. So I think it's probably a little bit safer and more high probability to take a short underneath this, thinking that we're going to go into maybe the lower part of this region. I mean, this right here is a percent even. Let me just get rid of this. About a percent to this low level and 1.5 or more down to the bottom of this bar candle. And of course the rest of the range is all the way down here. We don't have any reason necessarily to believe that we're going to go all the way down here, but certainly there's the theoretical potential for a short from this region to be profitable. So I think that's probably what we would be looking at in terms of taking a trade on this 4-hour candle, 4-hour chart. And of course, the daily chart is just not, it's not pretty. Daily, you know, we really would like to close above this 63.3 level. And even then, I don't know, I would think that we would probably want to do an outside up bar, but not a whole lot of time for that. We would have to just keep pushing right now from right here, which is not entirely out of the question, but I don't think we're looking at that right now. Excuse me. Anyway, I won't be trading for the next couple hours, I guess, because I'm going to go head off to my appointment right now. BNB's doing nicely. That's the trade that I'm in currently. And that's kind of a small position size from 552 or 553 area, something like this. So yeah, that's currently in a decent little profit. Couple percent, yeah. So I think this we're probably looking at maybe a longer time frame. Like honestly, new all-time high is not out of the question. But yeah, this is just a small enough position that I can kind of take a look at it once in a while and reevaluate things. But Bitcoin is obviously where we're looking to take the major positions. So not currently in any positions on BTC at the moment, and we will give a reevaluation around 5 p.m.